Good day, all. So today's video subject is, well, one that probably a lot of people won't agree with me on. But after 4 months of using Windows 8, I actually, as far as I'm concerned, it's not that bad. I've gotten used to it. I upgraded, I guess, midway through February or something like that, because I got in the $15 upgrade deal. So I figured, well, $15, I'll give it a try. If I don't like it, I'll go back to Windows 7. But really, after you get used to it, it's not the nightmare a lot of people have kind of portrayed it as being. So yeah, I'll just switch back to my desktop. And yeah, I don't think I need Roxio on there. So what I found with Windows 8 is it's fast. Actually, on this computer, faster than Windows 7. Probably the most stable release. I'm knocking on wood as I say this, but I haven't really had any major issues with this so far in the past few months that I've been running it. And I guess if you look at the main issue that a lot of people have had with Windows 8 is the lack of a start button, which is right there. And of course, Microsoft is bringing the start button back in its first major update to Windows 8 called Blue or 8.1 or however you want to put it. So just pull up our start screen right there. So this is where a lot of people get confused when, mainly people that are buying computers. More consumers will experience a new operating system first with a new computer rather than, it's only a small proportion that actually decides to upgrade operating systems. So if you've bought a computer and you've got Windows 8 and you're lost and, somehow you've managed to find this video, the start screen, all you do is go down to desktop and it brings up the desktop. If you want to go back to the start screen, there's two ways. Just a little, bring your pointer down to the bottom of the screen, or the alternate way is just the Windows Start key. There you go, brings it back in case anyone's wondering. Yeah, this is my Logitech illuminated keyboard. Had it for about 4 years. Been pretty happy with it, just in case anyone's wondering. But I think what's made my experience better than some is Windows 8 really is a lot less annoying if you're using it in a multiple screen environment, which is what I have right here. So let's go back to here and this is how I use it. So on my main monitor right here, I'll have, whatever I'm working on. Usually when I'm working, it's an Office document or, Internet Explorer is up there right now. And if you have two monitors, the easiest way of doing it without interrupting your work with overriding the whole screen is... Oh, sorry, camera's getting grumpy. The way I've done it is just on my secondary screen. I use this to pull up the start menu, so that way it doesn't interrupt what I'm doing right here. I can still see what I'm doing. In terms of finding programs, so the less intuitive way, right-click, all apps, and then you can search this menu right here to see what particular application or program is the term most people are used to. Or another way is just type in, so just say you want to find the calculator, there you go, brings up the option, enter, and there you go, which is actually something that I didn't even occur to me when I started doing this if you watch some of my earlier videos. So there you go, that makes it, fairly straightforward. So it's, and of course, you've still got, for programs that you'd use normally, you'd have them in the taskbar, so they're down there. So regularly used programs, you don't really need to bring that up, and of course you've still got your desktop icons. And another issue, which I haven't actually seen as many complain about this as I thought I would have seen, but it's with the new, sort of more basic design of the Windows, whereas the last two operating systems we've had Windows Aero, which those are the translucent screens, which, to be honest, I never really thought they were all that aesthetically pleasing anyway. I guess it was cool when Vista first came out. Well, probably the only one of the few things that I actually liked about it was, it was new, it was unique, but that got old really fast. And to be honest, with Windows 7 and Windows 8, I often just ran it in classic mode. But another thing that I've seen on, forums and whatnot is the color changes whenever you change your desktop. Well, there's a pretty easy way around this. Just go right here and pull up settings. So you got your control panel, your personalization, and actually let's go back a step here. Change the color of your taskbar and Windows borders. So here you've got just basic color selection. So this option right here is automatic. That's what changes it. Or if you want it to remain a solid color, you just pick from one of these defaults, and you can also adjust the color. But I've got mine set for blue, just what I'm used to. So if one of your complaints is the constantly changing color of your taskbars, well, that's an easy way around it. Just set it and it stays permanently whatever color you want it, without changing remains the color that you want, without having to find some desktop that gives you a aesthetically pleasing background. But in terms of this, I've actually come to like it. I found it's simple, but it still looks cool, and you still got some translucency in the taskbar. But anyway, so this was just a short video today, and I know a lot of people will disagree with me on this, because I know a lot of people hate this current iteration of Windows operating system, and I can see the reasons why, especially with the major architectural changes. And a lot of people, they're not computer experts, they just want it to work, which is one thing that Apple has that Windows doesn't, where with OS X you've got step-by-step alterations without really changing the functionality of the operating system. Microsoft has had two versions of Windows where the way you interact with the operating system has changed substantially, with Windows 7, which the main difference being the new taskbar, and Windows 8, where the whole concept of the operating system has been designed. And in terms of apps, you can customize it and put whatever you want on there. So I've got a lot of news sites on there: CBC, NBC, CNN. I've also added this handy little NetSense monitor, which monitors your internet usage in real time, because I'm in Canada and our internet usage allowances from pretty much all our from all our providers sucks. So yeah. And in terms of having to click around, like I said, just click the Windows key and there's your screen. Click it back, or it will go back to whatever screen you'd had previously. So as I had said before, I would give an update after I've been using Windows 8 for a few months, which, well, this is. So other than that, as usual, everyone have yourselves a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.